What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another Bring the Juice Colts podcast live stream. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Guys, please be sure to hit that like button. Please be sure to subscribe. Let me make sure that this is the right thing. Yep, it is the right thing. Okay, awesome. But guys, we have a big one today. It is week 14 of NFL action. Is it 14 or 13? I can't even remember at this point. Oh, wait, it's 14. Yeah, it's 14. Week 14 NFL action between the Indianapolis Colts and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Guys, it is a day. I mean, the division is on the line. Holy cow. Talk about the biggest game of the year, potentially for either team, because basically whoever wins this game takes sole control of the AFC South, and it is very important that the Indianapolis Colts win today. But before we hop too far into this, just want to say shout out to FanDuel, guys, for sponsoring, or for this stream is presented by FanDuel. I'm sorry. For the Indianapolis Colts game against the Jags, they have a 4-leg parlay going on right now. It is Indianapolis Colts money line, and then Jonathan Taylor to score 2 touchdowns, Jonathan Taylor with 100 yards rushing, and Daniel Jones with 225. If you are into that one, if you placed $10 down, you could win over $109. So be sure to check out FanDuel. Again, this stream is presented by them. Thank you so much to FanDuel. Again, guys, please be sure to like the stream if you haven't already. It helps the algorithm. It helps it get out to more people. And we want this one to be as big as humanly possible today. The season is not on the line, but it sure feels quite a bit like it. If the Indianapolis Colts don't win today, you better order some breadsticks. Nah, man, I already had chicken this earlier. So, and I'm sorry for a little bit of the late start today, guys. My fiance is having a craft show in another town, like a half hour away. So I had to help set her up this morning, and then had to drive all the way over here, and was focusing on the college football playoff bracket. Shout out to Indiana for getting the number 1 seed there. So yeah, great to see that. And yeah, so definitely interested in this one. Please be sure to comment in the comment section, guys. I'll chat with you before this game begins. Please be sure to subscribe also if you haven't yet. We're so close to 22,000 subscribers on this channel, and we would really appreciate your guys' help if you could get us there. But obviously, guys, this game so important for the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts, obviously, with 4 games left. Derek, where's your IU ball cap? Bro, I don't got no IU ball cap. I don't even have an Ohio State cap, and I'm an Ohio State fan. So, but yes, I see a lot of people in the comments already saying heavy rain in Jacksonville today. Yeah, so definitely going to impact the game for sure. There's going to be some inclement weather. And it's going to be interesting to see how the Colts handle that particular kind of weather. Honestly, and we'll see how it impacts Jacksonville too. Because, I mean, again, this is the type of game where, you know, this kind of weather is not really a pass-friendly environment. So neither team will likely be throwing the football the way that they normally would in this game. So really, it's all going to come down to who can stop the run and who can actually run the football. I mean, obviously the Indianapolis Colts with their front and Jonathan Taylor, and then obviously Jaguars who have ETN. And for those wondering, I mean, Jacksonville is one of the better teams in the NFL this year at stopping the run, while the Colts have still been middle of the pack, maybe a little bit worse than that. So, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how this game goes down. The weather is certainly not going to be great. I just hope it doesn't delay the game. I don't want to have delays in Jacksonville, but I'm setting the Derek Aneurysms line at 3. Oh, man, dude. I understand. Thank you. But yeah, man, I really hope that we can win this game, man, because obviously if the Indianapolis Colts lose this game against Jacksonville, there is a hold on 1 second. Sorry. This I'm looking at there's a timer function on here now. Nice. Anyways, when it comes to this game, guys, I mean, obviously the Colts have a much stronger schedule coming up in the final 4 weeks than Jacksonville does. And I mean, Houston, I would say, has a relatively tough schedule ahead. They got to face us. They got to face Kansas City. They got to face, I think, the Chargers. So, I mean, they've got some good opponents they still got to face. But for Jacksonville, I think outside of us, they only play one other team with a positive record. So they don't have a lot of very tough games coming up ahead. So Indianapolis, every single one of our games going forward is either in the playoff picture or is in the playoff hunt, and all have winning records. So we have a tough road ahead. So the Indianapolis Colts must win this game and get any kind of advance on the Jags that we can get. Paul Wilson, my guy, with a $5 super chat. This game is about Ballard, year 9, and he has put together a good team, but they have never won anything. It's time to put up or shut up time today. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, there is no reason why the Indianapolis Colts should not win this game. They are just as good, if not better than Jacksonville. In some areas, Jacksonville is better than others. But this is the time for the Indianapolis Colts to figure it out. Give me 1 second, guys. Yep, this is it, man. I mean, can the Colts break one more curse? Can the Colts break one more curse today? That you already broke the week 1 curse. You've won that game. It's the first time in nearly a decade that the Indianapolis Colts won a game in week 1. And now you have a chance to break another curse. Not being able to beat Jacksonville in Jacksonville for 12 years. During this Jags win streak in Jacksonville, the Jags really haven't had anything to play for. Would be hilarious to see them lose this one game that actually means something. Yeah, it's funny because it is hilarious because mods, if you see a spammer in the chat, there's a guy going around that changes his at all the time. And it's usually something about me. Just make sure to ban that person if they do that, please. Anyways, so but yeah, I mean, you're right. A bunch of those years, the Jags have been a bad football team for a bunch of those years, and yet we have still been unable to beat them. But yeah, this feels like one of the most important divisional games in recent memory. Now, obviously, we talk about 2023, the Colts lose at home, but as far as like games where the Colts played the Jags that had any kind of significance, this is probably the most important one in a long time when it comes to that. I can't believe you picked the Colts to win on the round table. We are for sure losing now. Man, I had to, man. I had to. How about them Hoosiers? Yeah, I mean, freaking great game yesterday by great game by them, no doubt. Oh my God. Get a life, whoever those people are. But yeah, Hoosiers played a great game yesterday, man. I mean, kudos to them. Shane is good. He can't prevent Danny from throwing picks or getting strip sacked. Well, I mean, strip sacked is one thing. Throwing picks, I mean, again, it's crazy. The picks were not an issue for the first 8 weeks of the season, and then all of a sudden, picks in those 2 games started happening. I think part of it is Shane, part of it is Danny. Derek, you want the Texans to win today or the Chiefs? That's a tough one. Honestly, I would love to see the Texans win, but then again, if the Texans do win, it keeps them within a game of the Colts, you know. The curse ends today. Let's do it, my boy. You see the Indiana Hoosiers win last night. Now the Colts need to win too. Yeah, Josh. So here's the thing. I saw somebody talk about it the other day. Like, Indiana could win their first Big Ten championship in over 60 years, their first outright winning season in over 80 years. And, you know, hopefully the Indiana magic comes through to Indianapolis today and helps them finally win and break that curse. I mean, that's the one good thing I can take from, as an Ohio State fan, Indiana beating us last night. It's the only thing I can hope will actually happen. Shout out to over 200 people watching right now, guys. Please like the stream, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Thank you, guys. Freaking Ruben. We're only favored by 1.5. So honestly, that favorite virtually means nothing. It virtually means nothing. The college football playoff doesn't make sense at all, bro. I mean, it's crazy that Notre Dame got left off, but I mean, I kind of have to understand it a little bit. Nervousness, guys. Nervousness. It really does feel like the season is on the line today because obviously if you do lose, there is a potential situation where the Indianapolis Colts could be out of the playoff picture after these set of games if everything goes right or goes wrong in this sense for the Indianapolis Colts. Celion 21 with the $5 super chat. The college football playoff is systemically broken right now. No way in hell Notre Dame should have been left out. I mean, yeah, there's a possibility of it. Again, like, they have to give credit to the other G5 schools at the end there. And obviously, Miami winning that head-to-head earlier in the season played a significant role in it. I mean, again, if I'm picking the 12 best teams, obviously Notre Dame should have been in. But meeting the criteria of what they wanted, Notre Dame just didn't meet it as much as the other teams. I get it. They probably should have been in, but that's beside the point. Ian Eagle and JJ Watt at the Colts Jags game today. Love that. Those two great guys. I love to hear from them. If IU can break the 30-game curse against OSU, why not the Colts break the Jags streak today? Absolutely, Paul. Absolutely. Why the heck not, right? Why the heck not? Let's go through some more of these. What up, Jarvis? How you doing, my guy? What's good, man? I'm dogging UCF Tuesday guaranteed if we win. Love it, man. Come on. We need to do this. Yeah, I mean, Bruce, you're absolutely right. I'm new here. Will you have the scoreboard on while doing play-by-play? Well, I have my little scoreboard right here. I don't have a time. I'll constantly update throughout that. But yes, I will have this here going forward for sure. How's the weather in Jacksonville? It's definitely rainy. It's conditions that'll make it tough to throw the football for sure. It'll be that type of game. Excuse me. Zombie Flanders. What's up, man? Good to see you. Yep, just got to win, man. Dude, they were talking crazy at the roundhouse table. Oh, yeah. Round table, man, was crazy. Trying to be positive. Crazy to see a basketball school be pretty good at football now. What up, Oscar? How you doing, man? I'm not a big fan, but I'm a Wolverine. Go blue, but go Hoosiers. What Colts team we seeing today? That's a great question. %95% there to the playoffs with a Colts win. Is that really true? I'll have to look at it. Because normally it says it on the NFL site. Yeah, if we win, there's an 86% chance we get in. If we lose, then we have a 54% chance of making it still. So, yeah, we definitely need to win, man. We definitely need to win. We need to be in a better spot than we have been. About 10 more minutes, guys, and this game will start. The bracket was crazy. Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, there was going to be disagreements one way or the other with it. Again, like it's a bunch of different criteria, you know? Paul, let's be nice, man. Let's be nice. If the BCS was a 64-team playoff, there would still be people complaining about their team didn't make it. Exactly. What up, man? How you doing, man? Good to see you in here. How you start 7-1 and fighting for your life? Well, when you lose 3 of your last 4, that's how it works. Is Cody joining? I don't think so. I don't think so. Derek, honest question: if we lose, and I do mean if, does Shane Steichen being head coach come into question at that point? It could be. It's been a question. It just really all depends on how the game goes. That's really all it's going to come down to. But I don't think it's the start of a season collapse, man. I'm got to stay positive on this. All right. Sorry, Derek, we were enemies last night, but today it's all for the shoe. Love it, man. Love it. Malachi, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see everybody in here. Hybrid, what's up, man? How you doing? Thank you to everybody tuning in. How on earth is Indy favored? Yeah, even if it's only 1.5 points, it's very strange that, that Indy is favored in this game. Vegas is definitely fixing those odds because everyone knows Indy doesn't beat Jacksonville in Jacksonville. Yeah, we're at a 72% chance to win right now. Yep. If we win, we have an 86% chance, but if we lose, it's a 54% chance. So, yeah, let's get the W today, boys. Let's get this W today. I'm really hoping. Tomorrow's my birthday. Well, happy early birthday, Jonathan. Yep, absolutely. Got to protect Jones. Got to be able to run the football. Create pressure, no doubt. Excuse me. Shout out to the nearly 300 people watching across X, YouTube, and Twitch. You're very welcome, Michael. Please be sure to like the stream, guys, comment, and subscribe. We have a day. Tennessee playing at 1 o'clock against Cleveland, and obviously the big matchup, the Indy versus Jacksonville. Whoever wins that game will take sole possession of first place in the AFC South. And then obviously tonight, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Houston Texans. So it'll be a good one, boys. Beard looking good, man. Appreciate it, man. Harris, I have to shave it up, but I didn't bring my razor to where I was staying at last night, and by the time I got back here, it was literally like 15 minutes before stream, and I had stuff to bring in and move stuff around, so didn't really get much of a chance. Let's get this started. Yep, 59 degrees in Jacksonville, so it's a little bit chilly. 7-mile-per-hour winds, rain in the vicinity. Here we go. Colts will be kicking off first. Jacksonville will get the ball to start. It is a overcast, cloudy day in Jacksonville, but here we go. Indianapolis versus Jacksonville, week 14. Football is here. Caught it at the 1. And will get brought down at the 26. Great tackle there by JT Tuimuluau. I'm going to actually bring this up so I get the Jaguars depth or roster. All right, there we go. Here we go, boys and girls. Jacksonville will start at the 26-yard line. Shout out to everybody. Thank you for tuning in. You have one receiver on each side, tight end on each side, Lawrence under center. Strange will motion. It's going to be play action and finds his wide receiver for a 12-yard gain. That is Jacoby Myers, covered by Jalen Jones. Jacoby Myers brought over just a few weeks ago, right before the trade deadline, and a beautiful throw by Lawrence, just on target, on time. Myers had half a step on Jalen, who, again, Sauce Gardner not in this game today due to a calf injury. Two receivers to the left, two to the right, shotgun formation. Now receiver in motion left. It's going to be a run, and ETN is going to lose two, maybe even three. Cameron Bynum, Grover Stewart, meet him in the backfield. That has always been the big question. How are the Colts going to handle the run game? Jaguars in the same formation, hurrying up. Lawrence fires. It's incomplete. Great catch by Myers, but wasn't able to get the second foot down. Lawrence had him wide open, but he threw it high, and Cross got him out of bounds before the feet came down. I mean, again, he is wide open, but wasn't able to get it. Third down and 12. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Tight end on the left. Shotgun again. Colts only bringing three. Lawrence has time. He's just going to dump it to his running back, who gets brought down finally at the 39, a gain of 5. But the Colts force, it's not a 3 and out, but the Colts get the stop to start this game. That's a great start for the Indianapolis Colts. It normally has not been that hot for the Indianapolis Colts defensively to start games. But again, this is a different kind of defense than Lawrence is usually seen from Indianapolis. Colts went after that punt, couldn't quite get there. And that punt goes out of bounds. Gold saying right around the 26. We'll see where the spot is. They're going to say it's at the 20 instead. But the Colts offense comes out. Daniel Jones and the starters. Great start there from the Colts defense. He gave up a first down on the first play and then stopped them in 3 other plays. So great start there. So far, weather not impacting Lawrence's willingness to throw the football. If that's the case, then it probably means the Colts will not, it will not impact the Colts' willingness to throw it either. New kicker today. Yep, no doubt. Just want to see this offense do something. Shout out to FanDuel. This stream is presented by FanDuel. As it currently sits, the Colts are 3.5-point favorites in this game right now. It started as a 1.5-point favorite, so the odds have gone up. Not like that really matters too much, I don't think, but And again, if you guys have anything you want to talk about or bring to my attention, feel free to leave a super chat. Would greatly appreciate that. It helps support the channel and myself. Thank you very much for tuning in today. 13:04 left in the first. Colts got a defensive stop. Now the Colts offense comes out for the first time. Last 5 weeks has not been good for the Colts offense. Two receivers to the right, one to the left. Tight end on the left. Ball starts at the 20. It's going to be a handoff. Never mind. It's RPO. Daniel Jones threw an interception straight to Devin Lloyd. Devin Lloyd is brought down at the 21, the first offensive play, and Daniel Jones just threw another interception. Unbelievable. No way in hell did that just happen. That's it right there. It's going to be an RPO. The linebackers fake that they're going in and then drip back, and Daniel Jones just threw it into like triple coverage. Like, that was such a inerrant, terrible decision to make. Devin Lloyd now with 5 interceptions this year. Jaguars will take back over now. ETN gets brought down after a gain of maybe 1 yard. Tackle was made by Pratt and JT Tuimuluau. We talked about it, the not giving up turnovers, but then the Colts do it, and now Jacksonville is already in field goal territory. Shotgun formation here for Lawrence. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight end on the left. Ball's at the 21. And a false start is going to get called on Jacksonville. Couldn't quite tell who it was that jumped. I think it was the either the left tackle or the tight end. It was the tight end, Brendan Strange, that was called for it. So now it'll be 2nd down and 14 at around the 25-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Shotgun formation for Lawrence again. ETN in the backfield. Lawrence has time. He's going to fire across the middle, and he finds his wide receiver for a gain of 19 and a first down. That's Brian Thomas Jr. His first down and goal at the 6. Colts are playing zone coverage, and then it's just a soft spot right in the middle of the seam, and Brian Thomas just has an easy catch. First down and goal at the 7. 2 receivers to the right, 2 tight ends on the left. Lawrence gets it to Strange. Strange gets brought down at around the 3-yard line by Nick Cross on the RPO action. Receiver on each side. 2 tight ends on the left. Lawrence under center. It's going to be a run here. And ETN sneaks his way in. And Jacksonville will start this game with the lead. Thank you for reminding me, big Jags fan. Appreciate it. And the extra point is up and good. So 7-0, Jacksonville. Yeah, man. I mean, sucks. It went from that sucks, man. We were in such a good spot, and now all of a sudden, a couple plays later, and here we are. Yeah, I'll tell you honestly, over the last month and a half, Daniel Jones has lost himself a lot of money, bro. He's lost him a lot of money. Victor Von Doom with the $2 super chat, my guy. So we need a coach, GM, and getting a QB? It might feel that way right now, honestly. I mean, and the sad part is you don't have a first round pick this year, nor do you have one next year. And on top of it, I mean, you don't, and your record's too good. It's not like you're going to really get a chance at a good quarterback anyway. Well, 575 of you in here already, and you're getting to watch me suffer early. So started 7-1, hang the banner. Yeah, if this was like 2012, 2013, that would have been something we do. Sucks because I mean it's so crazy. Well, we'll see if the Colts offense can respond. And this one will be caught at the 1. Gould gets brought down at the 24. The ball came out. It might have been because of the him being down. It was. So it is going to be Colts football. Yeah, that ball came out because of the ground. Yeah. So, all right, Gould got brought down at around the 23, 24 yard line. So that is where the Colts will take over. 10:30 left in the first quarter. And there is a Colts player down. That is Jonathan Edwards. And Jonathan Edwards and this Jaguars player are still fighting for the football, it looks like. But yeah, they're still fighting for the football. It's been like a full over 60 seconds with just those two guys on the football, and they weren't giving it up. Jonathan Edwards would not let go of it. It didn't matter how many officials kept trying to pull those two off of each other. Edwards was not letting go. Ball starts at the 24. 2 receivers to the left, 2 tight ends on the right. Pittman will motion inward. It's going to be play action, and it's to Pittman on the flat. Pittman gets a first down, gets pushed out at around the 40-yard line. Yep, that's where they'll spot him at the 40. So it's a gain of 16 and a first down. Rushing story this year. Colts are 6-0 when Jonathan Taylor has over 90 yards. Jacksonville has yet to allow a 70-yard rusher in a game this year. So we'll see what happens. Receiver on each side, 2 tight ends on the left. Jones under center. It's going to be another play action. He has time, fires, and it's incomplete, just out of the hands of Pierce, who was open. Just not a good throw by Daniel Jones. This will be 2nd down and 10 coming up. .9:44 left. Jaguars making a substitution late. Two receivers to the left, one to the right, tight end on the right. Jags with 7 in the box up on the line right now. And it's going to be a pass. Jones fires. It's caught by Alec Pierce, and he's brought down at the 43-yard line. That is a gain of 17 and a 1st down. It was a rifle throw by Daniel Jones. Great spot, great catch by Alec Pierce, who has really come on as of late. Was a 2nd-round pick in 2022. Led the NFL in reception yards last year and is doing the same this year. And reception yards per catch, I should say. It's a run for Jonathan Taylor. Taylor sneaks through, gets to the 39. That is a gain of 4. So it'll be 2nd down and 6 coming up. Yeah, Alec Pierce over the last 3 to 4 weeks has become pretty much like the favorite target for Daniel Jones and this passing offense over the last month. And I mean, Alec Pierce has made some great plays, but the Colts got to get other guys involved. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Warren on the left. Shotgun for Jones and JT. It's going to be another pass here. Jones has time, rifles, and it's caught by Tyler Warren. A great contested catch. Gets brought down at the 28-yard line. Great catch. It was a good throw, and it was a bang-bang play, but a great job. The strong hands of Tyler Warren, and he's actually down at the 26 with the forward progress. Going to be a run here for Jonathan Taylor, who breaks 1 tackle, tried to seep through another, and gets brought down, it looks like, at the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 there. Colts offense moving down the field here. Again, this Colts offense was so good early this year at starting hot. The last few weeks hasn't really quite been the story. Jonathan Taylor trying to be more of a vocal point of this offense. 2 receivers to the left, 2 tight ends on the right. It's going to be a pass here. Jones fires, caught by Alec Pierce, and he's brought down at the 12. A gain of 10 and a 1st down. Alec Pierce just going to go on a simple slant route, and the cornerback, Greg Newsome, who was also acquired by the Jaguars before the trade deadline, just playing off-ball coverage. 1 receiver to the right, 1 to the left, 2 tight ends on the right. Ball's at the 12, Jones under center. Going to be play action again. Jones rolling out to his right. He's going to run it and gets out at around the 8-yard line, so a gain of 4 on that play. Again, Jones with a partially fractured fibula. Hasn't really been able to really move much. It really affects his lateral motion, not his vertical motion. So has impacted his ability to run a lot. 3 tight ends set on the left and Alec Pierce out on the right. Warren will motion and then come back left. It's going to be another run here for Jonathan Taylor, who breaks 1 tackle, breaks another, and gets to maybe the 2. It looks like they're going to mark him half a yard shy of a 1st down, but that is a gain of at least 5. Great run there. The Colts are opening up run lanes right now for Jonathan Taylor. He is getting some good yardage. third down and a short one inside the 10-yard line. 3 tight end set. Treadwell out on the right. And it's going to be a run for Tyler Warren. And Warren, did he get it? Did he get it? They did not. He said he's down at the 1. Tyler Warren with the fullback dive. He does get the first down. Somebody had a hold of Tyler Warren's jersey the whole way. Or undershirt, actually. And Tyler Warren just so big, so strong. It's hard to bring him down one-on-one. They are at the half-yard line. Jones under center. Pittman motions in. It's going to be a run for Jonathan Taylor. And touchdown! Indianapolis responds. Colts are just going to run a halfback dive, and he definitely gets in. The Indianapolis Colts offense responds after the interception on the first drive. And a great drive there for the Indianapolis Colts. And a great way to respond to that Jags touchdown. The 16th rushing touchdown of the year for Jonathan Taylor. Amazingly enough, his first one in a month. And the extra point is up and good. So great response there. Colts travel 77 yards. On over 5 minutes. A very much needed drive there from the Indianapolis Colts. I know the extra point is almost more encouraging than the touchdown. Oh, man. That was a great drive. You know, again, just some great throws, some great runs. Jonathan Taylor, nothing crazy on that drive, but when you look at but right now, Jonathan Taylor averaging close to 4 yards a carry right now. But that's really what most of it was. It was a 4-yard rush, a 4-yard rush, a 5-yard rush, a 3-yard rush, a 1-yard rush. It was a great job by the Indianapolis Colts to get Jonathan Taylor in runs on first down to put you in better, favorable second and third down situations. That was good. Honestly, that looked like the best drive from the Indianapolis Colts in the last 5 weeks, no doubt. Yeah, now to go and get a stop. And that's the thing, you know, last week when Indianapolis scored touchdowns, in the last game against Houston, Houston proceeded to score a touchdown on each of the drives after the Colts scored. So now the Colts really need to figure it out. I watch on TV and listen to you. Thanks a lot. Thanks, a lot of fun. I love it. Thank you. Appreciate that. Oh, geez, the Jags mascot jumping off of the top of the stadium on zip line. Talk about some craziness. 11 plays, 76 yards. Excuse me. Just over 7 minutes long. Caught at the 3. And he will be brought down, hit hard at the 26. And what a play. I think that was Alubi with the hit. And there are several players down. 2 Jags and 1 Colt player down. Alubi is not. He is amped. But there is 1 Colt and 2 Jags players down right in the middle of that pile. It was a major impact. I think it's Mo Ali Cox, or no, it's JT Tuimuluau that was injured, but he got up pretty quickly. But the 2 Jags players are still down. So JT Tuimuluau got up after a few seconds, but the Jags players are still on the ground, hoping that everyone is okay there. Man. Shout out to the nearly 700 of you in here right now. Greatly appreciated. Am I crazy for thinking special teams hits have been more vicious? Well, we've seen a lot more special teams things happen because of the fact that, the rule makes it to where they want people to return things now. So, no, I mean, it's not crazy to think because we've seen a lot more chances for it to happen. No problem at all. Thank you. Thank you for tuning in. Almost 700 of you in here right now. Again, a very important game here for the AFC South, guys. Derek, do you think it's a good idea to put Jones on Myers instead of Ward? Well, I mean, in retrospect, Ward's been having some issues lately. I don't really think it matters who you put on who right now. Colts seem to be playing with purpose. Yeah, they do look like they're playing faster, which is good. It's a good sign. Let's just hope we keep it up. All right. Looks like everybody's up and everybody's moving, which is a good sign. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on the left. Now receiver will motion right. It's going to be play action. And Lawrence incomplete. Thrown behind Brenton Strange. Cam Bynum close by and knocks it away. Colts got a little bit of pressure there on Lawrence. I don't think he was able to step into that throw the way he wanted. 2nd down and 10. Again, it's no conspiracy. The Colts have not won here in over 12 seasons. Can the Colts finally do it today here in Jacksonville? Lawrence in the shotgun. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, tight end on the left. Ball at the 26. It's going to be a run for ETN, who gets brought down at the 31 by Jalen Jones. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 coming up. I'll look at the other scores here in a minute. Aaron Rodgers running in for a touchdown against the Ravens. A discount double check there. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. It's going to be a pass. Lawrence has time. He's going deep, and it's caught by Brian Thomas. What a one-handed catch. Oh, my gosh. Brian Thomas was covered by Charvarius Ward step for step, but made a miraculous one-handed grab and gets pushed out at the 30 of the Indianapolis Colts. Oh my. Semper Colts fan, what's up, man? With the $10 super chat. Go Colts. Merry Christmas, BTJ fan. Appreciate it. Tim and Indy, $5 super chat. Thank you. Bring the juice. Let's go. Love it, man. Brenton Strange with a good catch, brought down at the 14. And the Jaguars are moving down the field once again. I mean, again, this happens every time. The Colts offense moves down the field, gives the defense a chance to get its bearings in order, and then is unable to get stops. That is the fourth 10-plus yard play for Jacksonville already in this first quarter. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. Shotgun for Lawrence and ETN. It's going to be another pass. Lawrence, he's going to dump it, and he finds Jacoby Myers for the touchdown. I mean, the Jaguars just making this look easy. Patrick Emmett with the $20 super chat in honor of my mother Peggy's 101st birthday. Go Colts. Well, thank you, Patrick, so much. And shout out to your mother, Peggy, and happy birthday to her, 101st. Holy cow. Crazy, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Happy birthday to her. But yes, the Colts defense, once again, incapable of getting a stop. It's the same thing that happened last week, man. Like, the Colts have, anytime the Colts offense shows some kind of life and the Colts offense is doing something good and puts us right back in the game, the defense just gives it all right back. Like, how are you supposed to win games when your defense can't do anything? It's just so stupid. How as a defense how are you not prepared to find a way to stop them on that? Like, come on. Literally, offense did exactly what you needed it to do, and then and you can't do it. Let's see if the Colts offense can do anything here. You can't win football games when your offense scores and then immediately after your defense gives it right back. And it took them 2 minutes to do that too, which is crazy. Took them 5 plays, 74 yards in 2 minutes. And yep, kneel it. There you go. And the Colts will get the ball at the 35-yard line to start. 2 minutes and 27 seconds left. 14-7 Jags. 2:27 left in the first quarter. Colts with the ball again. Ball will start at the 35. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Now Warren will motion in from the left. Jones under center. It's going to be play action again. Jones. And Jones is going to get sacked from behind. Couldn't tell who made the sack. That was Strigal from the backside. There is a flag, though. We'll see what it is. It is going to be a holding on the defense, so might explain why Daniel Jones wasn't able to get the ball off when he wanted. The hold on Lewis against Josh Downs. Yeah, he was looking for Downs in the middle, and Lewis had his hands on him pretty far out. 5-yard penalty. 3 receivers to the right, tight end on the left. It's going to be a run here for Jonathan Taylor. Taylor goes to the 42 before being brought down. It's a gain of 2. Tackle was made by number 93, Matt Dickerson. Again, the Colts are going to have to continue to try to run the football today. I know Jacksonville is really good at stopping the run, but you got to use it as part of your game plan. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight end on the right. Ball's at the 42, 2nd down and 8. And there was a false start. Yep, there is a false start. They called it really late, but there was a false start. And that is not going to help you. Braden Smith called for the false start. 1:27 left in the first quarter. It'll be 2nd down and 13 now. Shotgun here for Jones. 3 receivers to the left, tight end on the right. Jones fires, and it's caught by Josh Downs, and that is going to be a gain of, I think, 6. So it'll be a 3rd down and manageable coming up here. They're saying it was actually only a gain of 5, but again, still much more manageable than 3rd down and 13. Just under a minute left. This will probably be one of the last plays of the first quarter. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jags with a lot of guys up on the line. They're bringing it. And there's going to be a chip block by Jonathan Taylor. That's going to be a flag. He's going to be half a yard shy anyway. Jones was hit late. Jones can't even move. Riley Leonard is going to have to come in. Jones is down. Riley Leonard is going to have to come in. Daniel Jones is pissed. Daniel Jones just slammed his helmet to the ground, and the game is going to be over. Oh, and Jones didn't even get hit. He twisted his leg too much, and that fibula definitely had something go wrong. That's it, boys. Jones is pissed. So now Daniel Jones will probably be done for a while. And Jones is in the blue medical tent now. It's going to be 3rd and 23. And now Riley Leonard, the rookie quarterback out of Notre Dame, will get his first meaningful snaps. He had 2 snaps against the Tennessee Titans at the end of the game when it was already 40-6. So now it'll be 3rd down and 23. And it's going to be a handoff to Jonathan Taylor, who gets to the 32-yard line before being brought down. That is a gain of 5, but the Colts will have to punt. Again, Anthony Richardson. That is the end of the first quarter. And the fact that it was a non-contact injury, too, for Daniel Jones makes you realize that it was probably a very bad injury. Likely fractured that fibula more. It most likely got worse. And then obviously Anthony Richardson is still on the IR. He is not ready. Oh, opposite leg Achilles. Was it the Achilles? Yeah, it could have been an Achilles. Jones is walking off on his own power, but we'll see what happens the remainder of this game. Rigo punts it away. There's a booming punt caught at the 14, and he is finally brought down to the 29 by Austin Ajak. And that is where the Jags offense will come out. Yeah, the rain is really starting to pick up in Jacksonville now. I just really hope it's not delayed, and they might be doing that now. Never mind. Hold on. Who's down on the? Oh, Adam. Oh, Adams. Oh, God. That hurts, dude. Adams was pushed out on the punt and stepped wrong and likely did something with his Achilles, too. Oh, that's bad, man. That was Chris Lamons, actually. I mean, dude, our team is just getting devastated. That was nasty on that. Well, shout out to the 1,000 people tuning in on the stream right now. Greatly appreciated. Ball's at the 29. Lawrence under center. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on the right. Receiver on motion. It's going to be a run here for ETN, who gets swallowed up at the 31 by JT Tuimuluau. Oh. 2nd down and 8. Oh. So the Colts now, with Daniel Jones out and Anthony Richardson still on IR, Riley Leonard will have to be the quarterback going forward here. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end on the right. Lawrence hit as he throws. Oh, and what a play. Charvarius Ward got his head back and made a great play. That was a really good rep there by Charvarius Ward. Great job there. It was a great throw by Trevor Lawrence to Brian Thomas. I mean, beautifully executed. Just an even better play by Charvarius Ward. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Lawrence in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Colts with 7 up at the line right now. Play clock down to 1. They're going to throw a quick screen, and he just threw it away. I don't know if that slipped out of his hand or not, but that ball just sailed. It most likely flew out of Lawrence's hand. It was intended to be a screen pass, and the Jaguars go 3 and out. Yep, it definitely slipped out of Lawrence's hands, and now the Jags will have to punt it. Oh, shoot. I got to change my banner. It's not even on the first quarter anymore. It's 2nd quarter. There we go. Punt is away. It is caught by Gould at around the 19, flung down immediately. Gould wanted a chance to return it, but never got the chance. So that is where the Colts offense will take over with rookie quarterback Riley Leonard leading the way. No, Bean is not on the team. Yep, it's an Achilles injury for Daniel Jones. They ruled him out immediately, so man, oh man. Shout out to all the new subscribers as well. Shout out to all the old subscribers as well, but shout out to the people who just subscribed. I think we've gotten like 50 new subscribers on the channel since this stream started, so greatly appreciate all you guys. Shout out to the over 1,000 people watching on X, YouTube, and Twitch. We are reacting to the Colts versus Jags game. Here we go. It's going to be a run here for Jonathan Taylor. Taylor, there was room to the left, dude. But he goes forward and gets to the 25-yard line. So that's a gain of 6. Riley Leonard was quarterback at Duke and then transferred to Notre Dame for his final year of college football. Led Notre Dame to a national championship to lose to Ohio State last year. It's going to be a run here for Jonathan Taylor again, who breaks the first tackle, and loses the football. He tried to get more yardage, lost the football. And we're going to see if he was down or not, but the initial indication is he fumbles this. Is there any point of contact? It looks like it's a fumble. Just kill me now. That is the second turnover from the Indianapolis Colts in this game so far. And now Jacksonville will once again get the ball deep in Indianapolis territory to start this drive. It's going to be a run here for ETN. And ETN doesn't even get touched and will walk in for a touchdown. And the Jags have now taken a commanding 21-7 lead over the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, 6 weeks ago, we were the number 1 team in the NFL, and now we have no future at quarterback. We have no future anywhere, and our team is about to potentially lose and not make the playoffs after having the best record through 10 weeks. It's so insane, dude. I mean, what the hell happened, dude? I mean, this season might be over. I mean, really. I mean, you don't have either of your top 2 quarterbacks right now. And now you're on your third string quarterback. You're losing guys defensively from injury. This team just can't win. This one will be bobbled at the 6. And he gets brought down at the 26-yard line. Two receivers to the left, one to the right, tight end on the right. It's going to be a flip for Michael Pittman, and Pittman gets brought down for a loss of 1. Don't like that play. Nevertheless, it didn't work, and the Indianapolis Colts will now be in a 2nd and 11. Jordan Lewis on the tackle. Tyler Warren just doesn't block him. Shotgun for Leonard and Taylor. Two receivers to the left, two to the right. Ball's at the 26. It's going to be a screen pass for Pittman this time, who gets to the 29. Gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 8. Victor Von Doom said, we need Cody on this live. Start the post-mortem. I wish he would come on. I can text him and ask him. Gwendolyn with the $5 super chat. As a Giants fan, I feel bad for Daniel Jones. I feel bad for Daniel Jones too, dude. No doubt. 3rd down and 8. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. Jags with 7 guys up on the line. Leonard has to step up. Leonard makes one guy miss, gets it off, finds Alec Pierce. Pierce with more running room and is brought down at the 42 of Jacksonville. Great play there by Leonard to find Pierce. He avoided the initial pressure from Jordan Lewis, and then just as he was getting hit, just dumps it to Pierce, who was left by his man. 3 receivers to the right, tight end on the left. Leonard hands it off to JT. JT gets to the 40 before being brought down. Here we go. Leonard under center. It's going to be another handoff to JT and gets to the 36-yard line. Finally brought down. It's a gain of 4. So 3rd down and 4 coming up. $9:40 left in the second quarter. Colts 3rd down and 4 here. Rain is coming down hard in Jacksonville right now. 3 receivers to the right, tight end on the left, Downs on motion left. Jaguars bringing the blitz again, gets it to Downs, and it is enough for a 1st down. So a couple first down throws here from Riley Leonard to keep the drive going. Jaguars are bringing blitz. They're bringing 6 guys. Leonard able to hit his man exactly where he needed to. Receiver on each side, 2 tight ends on the right. Ball is at the 32-yard line. Leonard under center. Jonathan Taylor handoff gets to the 30-yard line before being blown dead. So that's a gain of 2. Eight minutes left in the second quarter. Riley under center. 2 receivers to the right, 2 tight ends to the left. Play action. Leonard just has to throw it down. Every avenue was covered there. 3rd down and 8 coming up. Two receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Leonard in the shotgun with JT. It's a low snap. Leonard fires, finds Pittman for another first down. Gets 8.5. They're going to say it was only 8, but he definitely got the first down. They are moving the sticks. Great play there by Michael Pittman and a good throw by Riley Leonard, who is putting together a drive here. Colts are now on the brink of the red zone. It's going to be a handoff here to Gould, who has room to the outside, but loses his helmet there. And I mean, he could have done so many other things there to gain separation, but it was just not a great run there by Gould, who got to about the 19-yard line before being pushed out of bounds. So it's a gain of 3. They're going to say it's only 2. No, it's 3. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end on the right. Leonard under center. It's going to be a handoff to JT. Or no, it's Abdullah who gets tripped up at about the 13-yard line. There is a flag thrown. Probably going to be a hold on the Colts, and there is. Quentin Nelson's going to get hit with it. And of course, so, you're moving the ball down the field really well, and then all of a sudden, you're... Come on, dude. That's so lame. So now it'll be 2nd down and 18, should be. I don't know where they're going to spot this. So no, it'll be 2nd down and 13 now. 2 receivers to the left and 1 to the right. Tight end on the right. Leonard in the shotgun. It's going to be a pass. Leonard avoids pressure the first time and just has to get rid of it and almost threw an interception. I don't know what he was throwing at there, but it'll be 3rd down and 13 coming up. .553 left in the second quarter. 3rd down and 13. Ball at the 25. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and Jonathan Taylor back there. Leonard fires, almost caught by Alec Pierce. It was a 50-50 ball. There is a late flag thrown, though. They are going to get Jacksonville with a hold. It looks like. So what would have been a stop there for the Jags is now going to be pass interference on the defense. So that'll be an automatic 1st down. This drive will continue. Leonard tried to hit Alec Pierce on the 15-yard dig route. And Jones definitely made contact with Pierce before the ball got there. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end on the left. There'll be another run here for Jonathan Taylor, who gets to the 9, and that'll be a gain of 3. Two receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Ball is at the 9. Tight end on the left as well. Shotgun for Leonard. Downs is going to come back into the shotgun with Leonard and JT. Leonard fires, and it's almost intercepted again. It was thrown way behind Tyler Warren. I don't know where that ball was going. It should have went to Downs in the middle of the field. Downs was wide open, and Downs couldn't believe it that Leonard just passed him up like that. Downs was wide open in the middle of the field, could have had a touchdown. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end on the right as well. Jaguars showing blitz. They are bringing it. Leonard, and gets hit as he threw. The ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. The Jags brought 7, and Leonard couldn't get it to happen. So a promising drive there, and the Colts are going to have to take the field goal. Again, the Jags brought a bunch of guys. So now the new kicker, Blake Group, who was signed on Wednesday, and he puts it straight through. So the Colts do tack on 3 points. The Jaguars still with a 21-10 lead. I love that people keep saying this, like as if you didn't know that that Daniel, like we didn't feel that Daniel Jones was going to be the answer when we made the trade. Like, quit saying that. Like, stop being so narrow-sighted that you don't understand the picture. Just because you didn't believe in Daniel Jones does not mean that the Colts didn't think Daniel Jones was probably going to be the long-term solution or Anthony Richardson moving forward. Yeah, I don't know why everybody keeps talking about Ballard right now. Well, I know why, but I don't think he was throwing that to Jones, dude. Johnny, you're in your feelings, bro. You literally are just saying something that makes no sense. Like you can say now, obviously in hindsight, that the trade for Sauce Gardner was a mistake, but none of us knew the injuries were going to happen. Quit saying that. You're saying it in hindsight like we knew it was going to happen. That's fine if you didn't like the trade. I don't care if you didn't like the trade or not. That's not the question here. And the return here, he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line. It is raining very heavily right now in Jacksonville. I mean, even on just the outpaced or the outspaced camera, you can still see it. Two receivers to the left, one to the right, tight end on the right. Lawrence is under center. Going to be a run here for ETN, who again gets a big one, brought down at the 41. That is a gain of 12 and a first down. Definitely a somewhat block in the back there by Harrison on that Pratt block, because Pratt definitely had the hole and was hit from behind, but whatever. Three receivers to the left, tight end to the right. Myers comes in motion. It's going to be another run here for ETN and is finally brought down after a gain of 8. Right now is averaging 7 yards a carry. Again, guys, best case scenario for the Colts right now, if you're thinking of playoff picture, is if the Bills lose to Cincinnati, then you can remain at the 6th seed. But one receiver to left and right, two tight ends on the left. It's going to be another run here, and a good run here for number 33. That is Iceland Tootin, the rookie out of Virginia Tech. Gets to the 45-yard line of Indianapolis. Three receivers to the right, tight end on the left, receiver on motion. There'll be another run, and he is brought down for a loss of 1 by Grover Stewart. They're saying he's down, but the Colts are very adamant that it was a fumble. We're going to see. Let's look at this. That is a fumble, and it's going to be recovered by Indianapolis. That is a fumble. That looks like a fumble. That looks like a fumble, and I think the Colts they're going to look at this, because when you look at it early, he's losing that ball. Does he ever establish control of it again? So he loses it before going to the ground. Doesn't have control of it there. Doesn't have control of it there. Nope, that is a Colts football. That is a Colts fumble. That is a Jaguars fumble, and the Colts just got a turnover forced by Grover Stewart. Huge play there, and the Colts needed that. And handoff to Jonathan Taylor here, who gets to close to the 50. Gain of 3 there. Finally, some life on this Colts sideline. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight end on the right, Leonard. And there's going to be a encroachment by the defense there on the hard count. And it is just before the 2-minute warning here. So the Colts need to get a score here. And this is the 2-minute warning. The Colts need a score here on this final drive before half to bring this to a 1-score game. It is 21-10. Jesse's saying, seriously, need to give JT the ball more. I understand, man, but like I'm telling you, he's already had 13 carries in this first half. I don't know if he's had that many carries in a half yet this year. I mean, obviously he is getting the football right now, but again, when you're behind by double digits, it's hard to run the football right now. In this scenario, you may not run the football as much on this drive because of the situation of time, but we'll have to see. I don't know what the Colts will do here. It's going to be a 2nd down and 3 coming up. And the thing is like you're only averaging about 3.5 yards a carry right now if you are Jonathan Taylor. So, I mean, it's not like you're running the football very great right now. I mean, they are running solidly, just not a lot of big runs yet for Jonathan Taylor. You're right. They do need to continue to try to give him the football, but can't just make it the Jonathan Taylor show. Well, no one's going to throw the football deep right now because it's raining heavily. It is raining heavily there in Jacksonville right now. Nobody's throwing it deep. The Jags aren't going to throw it deep. We're not going to throw it deep. Receiver on each side, 2 tight ends to the left. It's going to be a run here for Jonathan Taylor. Tries to get to the outside. JT gets close to a first down. Ran into a couple of Jags people there and on the sideline. He looks like he's going to be half a yard shy. And I'm sorry, guys, if my attention seems divided. I'm dealing with a personal matter right now as well. So I'm sorry. I'm trying my best here. Third down and less than a yard. 3 tight end set and a receiver on the left. And JT ran out of bounds, so the time is done. Leonard just throws it, and it's incomplete. It was not a good throw. The Colts are going to have to run the football here on this play. Leonard would have been better off just running the football in that scenario. Yeah, I don't know what he was intending there. Fourth down and 1. The Colts are going for it. 2 tight end set. Receiver on each side. Leonard going to hand it to JT, and JT gets stuffed. Absolutely stuffed. Unbelievable. Nobody picked up the blitzing linebacker. And I mean, Leonard had it. Leonard had it the whole way if he would have just kept it. If Leonard would have kept it, it would have been a first down and more. Jaguars get the ball back at the 45. Lawrence, incomplete. It's almost an interception by Pratt. Lawrence was hit as he threw. Again, the rain continuously coming down right now. Two receivers to the left, one to the right, tight end on the left. Lawrence in the shotgun again, second down and 10. And a flag is thrown, and it's a false start on Jacksonville. They said it was 17, Tim Patrick, the wide receiver. Why does Shane run out of shotgun? Dude, the question of the century, for real. It's going to be a pass here. Lawrence firing, and it's incomplete. It was off the hands of Myers. It was a great throw by Lawrence. Myers, had he just dropped it. Was a little out front there, but it hit Myers right in the hands, and Myers just couldn't corral it. Would have been a first down had he caught it. Two receivers to the left, one to the right, tight end on the left. Colts only bringing 3. Lawrence going deep, and he finds Tim Patrick for a ginormous gain. Pushed out at the 25-yard line. I mean, Tim Patrick is just going to go on a... It's just going to get Jones to bite on it. And Jones couldn't catch back up. And he was out at the 23. Jaguars with all 3 timeouts. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Lawrence Finds his guy Strange, and he's down at the 16 as a gain of 7. Jaguars don't really need to hurry up too much here. Receiver on each side, tight end on each side. And, and that one's batted away. Nick Cross and Jermaine Pratt almost picking it off. It was a high ball to Strange, and he had to high point it. Third down and 3. 1 minute and 2 seconds left. And Lawrence calls a timeout. Was not happy with Tim Patrick, who was not in the spot he needed to be. So a timeout is called. In case you're just joining, Indianapolis Colts quarterback Daniel Jones out with an Achilles injury. Out with an Achilles injury. So the Colts are on their third string quarterback right now, and Riley Leonard. This is the 6th offensive possession for the Jaguars. They've had 3 touchdowns and 2 punts, with this one looking like the Jags might score on this one too. Jags inside the red zone once again. 3rd down and 3. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Lawrence in the shotgun. ETN's going to motion. Now Lawrence is going to run, and Lawrence drives forward for 4 for a touch or for a first down. And now Braden Smith is out with a concussion as well. Two receivers to the right, 2 to the left. 55 seconds left on the clock. Colts again only bringing 3, and he is brought down after maybe half a yard. That was Tim Patrick, who gets a yard actually. And a timeout is called by Indy. Two receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Tight end on the right. Colts bringing pressure. Lawrence finds a way out of it. Lawrence running and gets brought down at the 5. And it'll be a 3rd and short coming up. 35 seconds. Just freaking missed tackles, man. Timeout by Jacksonville. Here we go. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right, tight end on the right, Lawrence under center, and it's going to be a handoff, and I think he got it. They gave him a great spot, and a Colts player is down. Never mind. They got up. Franklin was slow to get up. I mean, they gave him a fantastic spot. First down and goal. Jacksonville calls another timeout. Two receivers to the left, 2 tight ends on the right. 24 seconds left in this second quarter. Lawrence going to throw it, and it is incomplete. Great job there by Ward and Cross, who were not confused by the trick action at all. Two receivers to the right, 2 to the left. And a false start on the Jacksonville Jaguars will drive them back 5 yards. It was on the right guard, Patrick Macari. $20 seconds left. Liam Cohen pissed. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. It's going to be a pass here. Lawrence looking to his backside. Incomplete. It was just high to Tim Patrick. Patrick was open. I mean, if that's a better throw, then that might have been a touchdown, but it was not a great throw by Lawrence, who had a hand in his face from Samson Ebukam off the backside because Patrick had him beat. It just bounces off his hands at the top of the route because he had to high point it. Lawrence avoids pressure and finds Tim Patrick for the touchdown. There is a flag, though. Let's see what it is. It's probably going to be on the Colts defense. Illegal use of hands to the face. Yep, so 4 drives, 4 touchdown drives for the Jacksonville Jaguars in this first half. What do I even say? You know, like I don't even know like what to say to this. Cuz like obviously this team has had to deal with more injury related stuff than most other teams this year. But I mean, it can't always be that though. Like, I mean, and just how, our entire we have mortgaged our entire immediate future on Sauce Gardner, who can't play at the current moment. And then our quarterback, who we're thinking of resigning this year, is now injured with an Achilles. And who knows if he's going to be even available to play at the start of next year. That's typically a 9-month thing. 2 seconds left, and I presume the Colts will just run the football here, and this will be the end of the first half. Like, I mean, something needs to be done. Yeah, and they're going to just kneel it here. Okay, that'll take us to the end of the first half. One second. It can't keep being like this, man. It sucks, man. Cause like, again, for 9 years, the Indianapolis Colts have just not been able to win the big games with any of the coaches, right? And Shane Steichen's teams, sure, they beat up on the bad teams, but they suck ass against good teams, man. They suck. Man, it was fun for the first 10 weeks, man. It was fun for the first 10 weeks. Now the Colts are 1/2 away from losing 4 of their last 5. And I don't know how we're going to finish out this season. I really don't. I appreciate all the new subscribers, by the way. We've gotten almost 100 new subscribers on the channel since this stream has started. Hey, Vincent, how's it going? Yeah, hold on a second. Does this get Ballard and Steichen fired? Jim obviously liked them, but Carly didn't handpick them. I don't know, man. That's up to Carly to decide. And that's up for Carly to decide. But, I mean, if this team continues to collapse the way that it has, which there doesn't seem to be any reason to suggest it won't, then, yeah, then it should probably be it. Who knows? Why is this our life as Colts fans? What did we do to deserve this? We don't deserve this, dude. But we're here anyways. What do we do at quarterback? I don't know, dude. Like, I don't know. Because if he ruptured his Achilles, then it's going to be 9 months before Daniel Jones will be back, which would put him right around the start of this next season. And then obviously Anthony Richardson is still on IR. We don't know when he's going to be back. And you don't have a first rounder to invest in a quarterback either. I mean, if this season keeps going the route that it does, and if the Colts don't win any games for the remainder of the year, Shane Steichen and Chris Ballard are going to have to be fired, man. They have to be. Year in, year out, quarterback is always the problem. Ballard needs to go. Yeah, I think it's less Steichen than it is Ballard, but I mean, sucks, man. It sucks. We just are never prepared when the big games matter. And you're right. The quarterback situation, it has not been fixed since 2018. I mean, 2018, 2019 was the last time the Colts had a very good solution at quarterback. Let's look at some scores around the league here. So Miami is beating the Jets 24-7 at half. Pittsburgh winning 17-9 at half over Baltimore. Tampa Bay is winning 10-7 over New Orleans at half. Excuse me. Cleveland is winning 17-14 over Tennessee at half. Minnesota is winning 17-0 against Washington in the middle of the third. And then Seattle is winning 13-6 over Atlanta at the start of the third. And Cincinnati is winning 21-18 over Buffalo. So, again, guys, this stream is presented by FanDuel. Right now, 20.5 points on the spread right now for the game. So if you guys are interested in wanting to put some money on a money line right now or on the spread, might be a good time for you guys to do it right now. So, I'll be right back, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to use the restroom real quick, but I'll be right back. What do you mean stop capping? Like I literally said that. Not my fault. You keep reminding me every single week of that and then acting like every week I'm not understanding that. Like you keep reminding me that. You have been saying that since week 2 of the season, so I really don't need you to keep telling me. Justin Woods with the $10 super chat. It will set you back 5 years, 3 years to get another first round, 3 years to figure out if the guy you got is any good, unless you blow it up and trade Q, JT, Pittman, and Pierce. I know, but I mean, like, what's the point right now, right? Like, what's the point right now? Your team is still, it's still like just barely above average. I mean, right? Like, it might cost us a few years, but like, I mean, you might just have to go fire sale. Just start trading everyone. Honestly, I'm just sick and tired of just constantly always having the same issue. Daniel Jones is not a Colt next year after injury. It's quite possible. I mean, he probably won't get re-signed now. So now you're going to have to probably go get you're probably just going to have to go with Anthony Richardson. Oh, the amount of Duvals in here right now is insane. How many years does AR have left? Let's see. He got drafted in 23, 24, and then 25. So this next year would be the last year of his rookie deal, unless they franchised him or gave him his 5th-year option. Well, it's going to be the start of the 3rd quarter now. We'll see what happens here, but God, I am so tired. Abdullah fumbles the catch, but does get to the 26 before being brought down. Lamons has been downgraded to out. Anthony Gould is questionable to return. I mean, dude, our freaking special teams has just been eviscerated. All right, well, Colts offense out here to start. Let's see what this offense can do, if anything. Jonathan Taylor gets a carry of, looks to be 7 on the first play there. Little weak side or strong side zone, inside zone option there. Jonathan Taylor now with 52 yards on the day. Again, Jacksonville has not allowed a 70-yard rusher all this year. Will Jonathan Taylor be the first one? Leonard back in the shotgun, 2 tight ends to the left, 2 receivers to the right. A handoff to Jonathan Taylor, who seeps forward for a gain of 5, and that is a first down. Great patience there by Jonathan Taylor to find that hole. And then burst with power and speed. Receiver on each side, 2 tight ends on the left. Now Pittman will motion in. So we play action this time. Leonard looking. Leonard fires and finds Michael Pittman for a big gain. He's still going and brought down at the 38-yard line of Jacksonville. So great play there by Riley Leonard. And a great route and a great throw. The Colts got to hurry up. They don't have much time left on this. Pittman with his 5th catch today. 2 receivers on the left, 1 on the right, tight end on the right. It's going to be another run for Jonathan Taylor, who gets to the 36, maybe the 35. Gain of a couple. Two tight ends on the left, 2 receivers out on the right. Warren's now going to motion in. Play action once again. Leonard has time. Leonard fires, and it's way over the head of Alec Pierce, but there is a flag going to be thrown by Jacksonville. It was pass interference on number 30, Monteric Brown. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't understand that Anthony Richardson is not available. Yeah, it's so crazy. That means the Colts now right at the red zone, right at the 20. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, tight end on the right. It's going to be another, play act. It's RPO, and Tyler Warren makes the catch for a gain of only 2. I will give credit to Riley Leonard a little bit, given the circumstances of what he is having to do, has led the Colts on a couple of decent drives so far in this game. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, tight end on the left as well. It's going to be a pass here. Leonard dumps it to Downs, who gets a gain of 2 again. This will be 3rd and 6 coming up. Rain still coming down in Jacksonville. It's not quite as strong as it was at the beginning of the second half or at the end of the second half. It's still coming down lightly, but not as bad as before. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Leonard in the shotgun with JT. Jags showing pressure. Low snap. Leonard's got to get it off. Throws it. Michael Pittman back shoulder catch. And there's a... Is there a flag there? No. Touchdown. Yes, it is a touchdown. I thought there was... No, never mind. He threw a late flag. Yep, they're going to call pass interference on Michael Pittman. Never mind. Pass interference on Michael Pittman. What a joke. What a joke of pass interference that was. And a security guard that Michael Pittman had accidentally wiped out on that catch. Hope he's okay. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Tight end on the left. Shotgun again for Leonard. Jaguars still only bringing 4. Leonard fires, and it's caught for a gain of, it looks to be 7. But the Colts will have to kick a field goal. And then Blake Group will have to come back out again. Such a joke. And that one is straight through the uprights. I'm sorry, guys. I really wish that I could deliver a better show for you right now. I'm so I have nothing to say. I really don't. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I really don't. I mean, there's so many things I can say, but like, I feel like I've said it all before. I feel like I've said it enough. I don't need to continue to keep saying it just to try to justify it to myself. Ball will be caught at the 6. And he will be brought down at the 21-yard line by a bunch of Colts players. Patrick Haas with the $5 super chat. Daniel Jones in walking boot on the sideline. Well, thank you for the $5 super chat. Thank you for the update. That's a good thing, but obviously, we'll likely have to have something done on it. It most likely means he will not play this week, the rest of the season, but I guess we'll find out. Receiver on each side, tight ends on each side. Lawrence has time and incomplete. Great play there by Charvarius Ward. Way to get the hand in there. Great play there by Ward. It's probably the best play he's had since coming back into the lineup several weeks ago. Receiver on the right, 2 on the left. Strange down on the right as well. Colts showing blitz. They are. And he gets hit at the line of scrimmage. Great play there by Franklin and Pay. Doesn't get anything. Be 3rd down and 10. Three receivers to the left, 1 to the right. 9 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Colts bringing it. Lawrence just has to dump it. Incomplete. And no flag is thrown. Cameron Bynum with the coverage. Pass was intended for Brandon Strange. And the Colts get the 3 and out. Jacksonville to punt this one away. What a bad snap. And Gould will fair catch it at around the 30-yard line. So the Colts offense and Riley Leonard coming back out. Yeah, we have now gotten 100 new subscribers from this stream alone. I appreciate everybody tuning in, and I appreciate the support. I'm thinking back to like 2021, 2022, when all we had to do was beat Jacksonville and we would have made the playoffs that year, and we didn't. And even though we were a vastly more superior team than they were, it kind of feels a little bit like this. It feels like our playoff hopes are draining away. It's crazy to think that the Colts could likely still potentially get back into this game. There is an option for it, but it just it sucks. You just have no I have no faith. And that's crazy given the fact of how I felt about a month ago. And Riley Leonard and the Colts offense back out now. 8:55 left in the third quarter. Leonard play action, looking, just dump it down. And intended it for Alec Pierce, but left it way short. Rain is starting to come back down harder again. I don't know why Leonard couldn't have just taken the check down. Say Pierce was double covered on that one. Should have just given it to JT and the on the underneath route. Two receivers to the left, one to the right, tight end on the left. Ball's at the 31. Downs will go in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Jonathan Taylor, and he loses two. That was tackled by Hamilton, who just beats Tanner Bortolini or Mac Gonsalves on the right side. Jonathan Taylor tried to break it out inside or tried to go inside, but couldn't get it. Young Vegas Prince is saying $2 super chat. Sad thing is with no QB, I think Pierce will walk. I'll get to that in a second. Two receivers to the right, one to the left, tight end on the right. Jags bringing pressure. There is a flag. Leonard just going to throw it up, and it's caught by Alec Pierce. He's brought down at midfield. We'll see what the flag is, though. It's probably going to be an illegal shift. It is. Illegal formation on the offense, so it doesn't matter. Here's the thing. He didn't have a quarterback last year and led the league in reception yardage per catch. So, Rayon with the $5 super chat. I know I'm wishing high here, but what happened to Sauce happened to DJ as well. Maybe, I don't know, maybe we'd be lucky. But even still, he'd miss at least 2 weeks. At least 2 weeks. We can't miss him for 2 weeks. Season will be over by then. Leonard stepping up, just dumps it to Abdullah, who makes two guys miss, but finally gets brought down after a gain of 4. So the Colts will go 3 and out. Fair catch called for at the 23. Yeah, well, what do you expect? You have Leonard doing it. Again, if Leonard hits that underneath route on that first throw, it wouldn't have been a first down, but it would have been a second and short. Ball's at the 40 or the 24. Handoff to ETN, who gets to the 32 before being brought down by Grover Stewart. Just want this game to be over. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. We play action here, and Myers is wide open in the flat. Blackman makes the tackle, but it is a first down. Two receivers to the left, one to the right, tight end on the left. It's going to be a handoff directly to Jacoby Myers, who gets to the 41-yard line before being brought down. That was Mekhi Blackman on the tackle. James Cook fumbles the ball at the goal line against Cincinnati. So Cincinnati gets the touchback. Huge stop for them. It's going to be another run here for ETN, who is able to get a few. It'll be third down and about 2 coming up. Just over 4 minutes left to play. Two receivers to the right, one to the left, tight end on the left. It's going to be a run for ETN, and he does not get it. Oh, wow. A second effort. Almost got there, but it doesn't look like he will get it. He's going to be at least a yard shy. Grover Stewart stuffed him at the line, but ETN never stopped moving, and he was still just about a yard shy. See what the Jags do here. They may just go for this. And they are going to go for it. Just I formation or single formation here. And they're going to go forward. And Lawrence, second effort. And, ooh, he looks like he got it. Yep. They're going to give it to him. He was right at the line. Originally was stuffed, but nobody came in to bring him down and just kept him staying up. But Lawrence was able to just get enough Strange behind him to push him forward. Two receivers to the left, one to the right, tight end on the left, ball at the 47 of Jacksonville. It's going to be another run for ETN, who gets stuffed at the line and will get nothing. Jermaine Pratt and Zaire Franklin on the tackle. Two receivers to the left, two to the right. Shotgun formation for Lawrence. Colts are bringing it, and he has time, and it's caught by Brian Thomas Jr. and pushed out at the 23. It happens every single drive, folks. Happens every single drive. Kenny Moore one-on-one. Brian Thomas just on a fade, and it's a perfect throw and a good catch by Brian Thomas, who actually almost lost it originally. But Shane Steichen is going to review this to see if Brian Thomas Jr. actually maintained control, because he doesn't have – when does he have control is the big question, because he had several feet hit but spent the first couple steps trying to corral the ball. So Indy is going to challenge whether or not Brian Thomas actually maintained control through those. It looks like a catch, but it depends on when he actually maintained control. Yeah, Shane's grasping for straws. It's the only thing he's got left right now. My opinion is when he caught that ball, it was 1 foot, and then that last foot stepped out of bounds. I think by the time he actually really got control of that ball, he only got 1 foot in. Like I said, he caught it several feet in, but he was bobbling it for several of those steps trying to maintain control. But we'll see what happens here as we come back from this commercial break. And it looks like they are going to say he did complete the pass. So receiver on each side, 2 receivers on the right, 1 on the left, Strange on the left, 23-yard line for the Jags, and ETN is brought down at the line of scrimmage by Latu and Adotamiwa. So see, he doesn't catch it there, doesn't have control there. Guys, that's an incomplete pass, dude. That's an incomplete pass. Those officials screwed us because that was clearly not a catch. Clearly not a catch. 2nd down and 10. 50 seconds. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Lawrence just going to dump it to ETN on a screen pass. ETN gets brought down at the 16, so that's a gain of 7. 3rd down and 3 coming up. 3 seconds. We'll see if Jacksonville is going to run another play or not. Oh, you can Bring yourself camera up, Cody, whenever you're ready. There you are.
Okay, I do your talking, so I didn't want to get in the way of a play or something. So,
all good. Yep, the Jags are going to let this one roll out into the fourth quarter. So Jags leading 28-13 inside the red zone once again.
Another day, another loss at Jacksonville.
Yep, another year, another we can't win here.
Derek, the exact reason why I didn't pick them to win in Jacksonville, because they literally turn it. They literally, it's like they piss down their leg every time they're in Jacksonville. Like they just look like they are completely incompetent. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, man, I was saying earlier, it sure feels like this season has officially come to an end at this point.
And of course, it's the 1 year Chris Ballard goes all in on trading away our first round picks. Of course.
Yep. He went all in, and doesn't seem like there's really any chance for the Colts because, at best case scenario, Daniel Jones doesn't have a ruptured Achilles, but that's best case scenario. He likely misses at least one more game. Obviously, he has to have an MRI done. Now, if he did rupture his Achilles, then
that's a tear.
Tear of the Achilles. Then he's going to have a 9-month recovery ahead of him, which would mean that he would be, if he was re-signed by the Indianapolis Colts, he would not be able to play or even do anything until the very start of the season. So
even, in a worst case scenario, he misses a good chunk of next season.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's crazy.
And so, so I think it probably is worst case scenario when it comes to the status of Daniel Jones.
Yeah.
It's not 12 to 15 months, Luke. Ian Rappaport even reported that a 9-month recovery is typically what an Achilles is.
We'll see.
It's not 12 to 15 months.
I hope
at least for a quarterback, it's different. For a quarterback, it's different than other players. But there's just
so much I feel like I should be able to say, and I'll just say this, Derek. I have committed that I'm not going to let what this team does dictate my mood anymore, because they just routinely let us down. It's just like I just expect them to do this crap, and I just am not disappointed anymore.
Lawrence is going to dump it to Strange, and there's a flag thrown. Strange goes in for a touchdown, but there's going to be an offensive pass interference on Jacksonville. So that is going to move them back. Yeah. Jacoby Myers set a pick on a player that left Strange open. Cody, I agree with you. I think it's the timing of all of this is terrible. Right. Because everyone is saying, but before we get to this next play, hindsight is 2020. Everyone's pissed off at the fact that we traded everything we did for Sauce Gardner and whatnot. And obviously the trade left you in ruins now because of this. But no one knew at the time that trade was made that all of this was going to happen. Here we go. The next play, 2 receivers to the left. It's going to be a quick screen here to it looked to be Myers, and that is a gain of 9. It is not going to be enough for a first down, and Jacksonville will bring out the field goal unit.
Derek, again, so here's my thing, and I'm sure we'll talk about this on the recap. Obviously, injuries they suck, but also how much of it do you say Shane Steichen's god awful? He's been awful the last 3-4 weeks. Like, how much of that do you put on the injuries given Steichen the benefit of the doubt versus Steichen, just his teams, Derek, have routinely been unprepared. I mean, every single critical moment, your team has not rose to the occasion. Stemming back to his first year as head coach, right? It's just a routine thing. So it's like, how much of that do you place on the injuries? How much of that do you place on Steichen? That's just a debate I'm sure we'll have the rest of the year. But yeah, it's really just a bummer. And I guess I just wonder, like, how does Carly view this, man? How does Carly and the girls view this? Is like, are they going to excuse it away like Jim Irsay did for so many years with so many different guys? Right? Like, rest in peace. But we know, Derek, Jim Irsay was loyal to a fault. So how are the girls going to do if the Colts continue to blow this? They were 8-2 at one point. If they blow this, like,
you're one more quarter away from 8-5. And I mean, to be completely honest, Cody, it doesn't look like this team will win a game the rest of the season the way it's currently playing out.
Like total frauds right now, man. Total frauds.
Well, it doesn't help that your QB1 is not going to play the rest of the year. Your QB2 had one of the most random freak accident injuries in the history of the NFL, and he can't play. And so now you're down to QB3 for no reason at all. And I mean, and the Colts can't go trade for somebody now. So you're stuck with Riley Leonard as your QB for likely the remainder of the season. Because even if you get Anthony Richardson back within the next 2 weeks, I mean, your chances of a playoff berth are practically over if you lose one more game. I mean, if you lose this game, which it looks like they're about to, the Colts have a 54% chance of making the playoffs. So from week 10 to week 14, you went from a 92% chance to make the playoffs to a 54% chance to make the playoffs. And you're about to face the Seattle team that is one of the top 3 best teams in the National Football League right now. And I don't see any scenario in which the Colts make the playoffs now.
And Derek, I just kind of view this as like, how many more chances does this regime get, man, to just routinely blow opportunities? I agree, Super Pony. Like, this has been the Chris Ballard regime, Derek. Flashes of brilliance, but ultimately, when it comes up short, your team is mentally weak.
Comes up short.
It's right. Mentally weak, and it starts from the top.
Let it get away with it.
It starts from the top, man, and the top is obviously the problem.
And the other thing too is, Cody, like, and here I'll get to my point here in a second. Kick is off, caught at the 5. Abdullah returns it to the 36-yard line. Good return there. I mean, the injuries didn't influence the fact that Daniel Jones threw an interception on the first play of the game. It didn't influence the fact that the Colts gave up 28 points in the first half against Jacksonville, right? Like, obviously Sauce and Defoe are out, but like, again, you gave up 4 touchdowns on 6 offensive drives for Jacksonville. Like, their offense looks better now against this defense than it had in years past. I mean, it's just not looking good as JT gets a gain of 14 and a first down.
But here's the deal, Derek. This is going to be something I know we're going to talk about, but sometimes I think as fans, we obviously can get attached to players, but here's my deal, dude. I feel like the Colts have been hanging on to these players for a long time, and it might just be time for a clean break all the way around. And I know there's some contracts you can't get out of and all that, but it might be time for a fresh start, like a complete scrub over the organization. It might be that at that point. And that's going to mean departing from some talented players.
Jonathan Taylor with a 4-yard carry. But get this, Cody. This is the first time all year that Jacksonville has allowed 70 yards to a rusher this year. Jonathan Taylor is the first one to do it all year long. And Riley Leonard throws a 50-50 ball to Pittman and Jacksonville, and Jacksonville just picked it off.
Oh, well, there you go. But no,
It was
seriously,
a bad
like
throw, and it was contested the whole way, and it is a interception by Jacksonville.
Derek, can we just talk about how this core group of players that Chris Ballard has brought in has not won a single thing? They haven't. You haven't won a single thing. This is I love these. Like, obviously, you grow attached to these players. But let's face it, this is a losing core of players. It is.
Yeah,
a losing head coach, a losing core of players. And I just think you need a fresh start all the way around. Like, I just think that would do wonders for you because it's been the same story, different year. It's been the same thing. It's blowing leads.
How many times? How many times are we just going to continue to see this team win 8, 9, maybe 10 games and, and never see any difference, like when are we going to see a difference,
I just don't know if we can. I don't know if it's salvageable, I guess. That's where I'm at with it,
I know some people will be like, oh, like, what are you complaining about winning 9, 10 games? Like, well, first of all, we don't really win 10 games very often. I mean, the last decade, I think that we've only seen less than a handful of 10-win seasons from this Colts team. I think we've only had, here's a run here for ETN, who gets a gain of 5 getting to the outside. Latu was definitely held, but no call there. But like, yeah, Cody, I mean, like, I think the only time that the Colts have had a 10-win season over the last decade was the one time that Andrew Luck did it and the one time that Phillip Rivers did it. Yeah. Other than that, the best you've been doing is 9 wins. And you've had just as many losing seasons in that time as you have winning seasons.
You probably had more, right? At this point.
This isn't a winning football team. This isn't how it's supposed to be.
And Derek, here's the thing.
Just incomplete by Trevor Lawrence.
Here's the thing. Like, you've had 2 years in a row where the ball has been in your court. And again, we'll see how the rest of the season plays out. But you've had 2 years in a row where the ball's been in your court and you've fallen flat on your face. 2 years where you've done this, where you had a chance. You had a chance to control your own destiny and win the division. And ultimately, you were your own worst enemy. Again. So I just don't know how much more we can defend these trends that I'm seeing with this team, Derek. And that's not even like I'm trying to take the logic out of it and just look at the facts. And that is the facts that this team hasn't won anything with Shane Steichen. They haven't won anything with Chris Ballard. And that's a problem, man.
And also, by the way, Pittman 100% got screwed out of that pick. It was a 50-50 ball, and Pittman and Newsome were tied up with it. And I think it's supposed to go, the 50-50 ball is supposed to go to the offense. So the fact that it wasn't is a bad call by the refs. They screwed us out of another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys, I know. The problem is we're going to start getting to the point where the NFL is going to eventually crash and burn. The NFL will eventually crash and burn. I know it's getting better views every year, but it will eventually end up crashing and burning by itself because these officials are so bad to the point where the games are just going to not matter. People are just not going to come to them anymore. It really will get to be that bad. But nevertheless, that 50-50 call doesn't change the fact that we're still losing by 18.
Yeah, it's whatever, like at this point. But yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like there's so many thoughts, but also it's like I feel like it's a Groundhog Day again. Like it's exactly what I expected this team to do and what they have historically done under Chris Ballard and Shane Steichen. It just is. It's just a bummer that I'm more mad at myself for believing that this year would be different, I guess. I think
you can't say that. We were 8-2 a month and a half, less than a month and a half.
I know, but I'm just disappointed that I believe this regime was changed. I'm disappointed that, I guess.
Well, it did change in the fact that they tried a different approach. The approach isn't working, but I mean, still though.
Yeah. It's fine though. Like, whatever.
2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 3rd and 9. Colts with 8 up on the line. And Trevor Lawrence rolling, and he finds Tim Patrick, of course, on the sideline. Kenny Moore, a full step and a half behind him.
Can we just talk about how Kenny Moore and this losing streak has been awful? Like, our corners have been awful.
It's not even really been Kenny as much. It's Ward and I mean, dude, it's so funny because everyone keeps saying how Sauce is mid. Like, Sauce was actually been elite for us, and he's been our best corner by a long shot. And the fact that he's injured is really bad. Like, honestly.
Yeah, well, when you made that trade, you thought, oh, okay, we have a quarterback at least for the next couple of years, and now you don't even know, like, next year.
Yeah, now you don't know because of the injury. Yeah. Who knows if they'll re-sign him, and who knows? Dude, the funny part is like it has crashed and burned so bad. Like, it's crazy. It is absolutely crazy. He played 2 games, first of all, John. Like, I don't understand what you obviously haven't watched enough, but it's so crazy because it's like the timing of everything just crazy. You were 8-2. You were actually 7-2. You made that trade for Sauce, and Ward. What the hell is Ward doing? And there's a 7-yard gain for Tim Patrick. Literally, who the hell is Tim Patrick, and why is he destroying us? Why is he destroying us? Like, seriously.
But I just think it's just time for some new voices, to be honest with you, because it's like, how long can you go watching the same exact result just play out a little bit differently, but ultimately it always ends badly. Like, it's not, I don't care how you start, it's how you finish. That's what matters. And this team, even when they get a strong start, look how they're finishing again. And that's a sign to me of a bad football team, a bad head coach, just a bad organization right now, to be honest with you. That's just a sign of those things.
You had him in the backfield, and Zaire Franklin couldn't bring him down, and he got a first down.
It's your captains, man. And Zaire Franklin missing tackles. And, like, your captains are not doing what they need to do. And that's a problem.
Latu also. Latu didn't make the tackle either. Like, Franklin had him at the legs, and Latu missed him, couldn't wrap him up, and ends up getting a yard. No, what? Are they seriously not giving him the first down? I thought the one official said he did.
I don't know, man. It just looks rough. Like, at this point, I just think you have to try things. I don't even know what else to say. Like,
well, and the sad part is like, I'm looking at it and I'm saying to myself, like, I don't think anything changes. I really don't. I don't think anything changes.
Like, I won't believe it till I see it, to be honest.
Why? Yeah, like what would make me think that this is going to change? Because, like,
changed for a long time.
Are they just gonna get? Are they just gonna say, "Oh, the injuries played a ginormous part in the loss of this season, and that's why we're not gonna crucify Ballard or Steichen for this"? And it's like,
I'm just anticipating that, like, we have to commit to the being mid all the time. But I am curious what does happen, Derek, when it comes to how, like I said, how Carly handles business. Is she more of a cutthroat business type of approach, or is it more of the Jimmer, say, loyalty to a fault sort of thing? That's what my genuine curiosity is. Or are they going to fall back on what they've done under Jim Irsay and, like you said, almost sweep it under the rug and place blame everywhere? And the reality is, every team has injuries, but good teams find ways to overcome those, and the Colts haven't done that. in the past. And again, they haven't done it today. So I don't know. There's a lot going on.
Will the Colts franchise tag Jones? Well, I mean, they could, but I don't know if they will.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see how they approach quarterback. Like without potentially Jones for maybe a good chunk. Who knows? Like how long that is. Those are so tricky. Like you never fully know the recovery. I know they said 9 months roughly, but
too with and with it too, like obviously, you know, you're gonna have Anthony Richardson in the mix at some point, but like, why do we want to have another situation with Anthony Richardson, right? Like, what's it gonna change? What's gonna be better?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know the direction of this team right now. I mean, I really don't know what the direction is.
And even if Daniel Jones plays today, Derek, this defense is awful. Like they've been awful today.
It has been awful.
So it don't matter, you know? Yeah. So I don't know, Derek. I guess my question is, if and when they collapse, and if you do decide to blow it up, do you just go for full fire sale? I don't know. Like, what do you do? That's my question. Do you just try to recoup some draft capital and kind of restart, get off some of these bigger contracts? I don't know, Derek. What are your thoughts?
I feel like you might have to, because what's the point in having a fire sale if you're not gonna or what's the point in making all these changes? And ETN, I don't think got the first down. They tried to do a wildcat and he did not get it. The Colts get the stop on 4th down. But you're right, man. Like, I mean, what's the point in making all these changes at the coaching and executive level if you're not going to make some changes on the roster too? You know, well, like,
and I think potentially there could be some players you keep, like, you know, some of the younger guys, like you keep around some of the guys in their rookie contracts or, you know, their second contracts even. But there's also some guys that are 30 plus, and you're like, do we give them a chance, kind of like we did with Stephon Gilmore, to go and play for a contender or what they think's a contender and get some capital back? I don't know if that's the course of action. Like, I don't know, man. Like, that's what I'm wondering about. Like, do you do that and just kind of have a hard reset? You still keep a few core players, obviously, some of the guys that have routinely been good for you.
Leonard, dude, you are so dumb.
It's fine. Like,
there was 4 wide receivers on the right side, and he aimed for the one receiver on the left side, and I think just got hit for a safety.
Okay.
If that doesn't just encapsulate this NFL season for the Colts, I don't know what else is.
Yeah, that's just been this year.
There are 4 wide receivers on that one side. Oh, he got rid of it, I think. He might have gotten rid of it just barely. And there's going to be a challenge called, or somebody's checking this out. That's really freaking close. I mean, his fingertip is touching it, but it's let go at that point, I think. I'm just sick and tired of these seasons always ending like this, dude.
Yeah.
We don't freaking deserve this. We don't deserve this, and we just continuously have these mediocre seasons. You started 8-2, you lose 3 in a row.
Yeah.
And now you may not win a game for the remainder of the year because all your players keep getting hurt, your coach is inept, and your depth is terrible, and you had a 7-game stretch where you face 7 of some of the best teams in all of the National Football League, all back to back to back to back to back to back to back. Like, I told my family I would not curse on this stream.
I understand that. I have had to just get away from it.
Scream so bad, but I gotta freaking.
You just almost get to the point. It's like the stages of grief with this team. Like, it really is. Being a Colts fan is like dealing with the stages of grief. It really is. Yeah,
it's just wild. If they're going to call this a safety or not. It's really freaking close. The call on the field was an incomplete pass, but they are calling it a safety. He did have his hand on it when his knee went down. So they are calling it a safety. Josh Hines Allen.
Oh, shocker.
Again, he had 4 wide receivers on the right side, but he aimed for the one receiver on the left side and waited too long to throw it and ended up getting sacked.
Yeah.
The city of Indianapolis is just cursed, man. Caitlin Clark, Tyrese Halliburton, and Daniel Jones all in the span of a year.
It's insane. Oh, well, man. Can't say I'm surprised, to be honest. As much as I want to say I'm surprised, I can't say I am. I tell you what, man, if Steichen gets canned, when I'm looking for a head coach, I'm sick and tired of these first-year coordinators, these first-year head coaches that were coordinators. We've done 2 of them in a row, and they've both proven to be very inept, and they're supposed to be the 2 offensive geniuses.
Yeah, I mean, again, you're right in the sense that every single big game that Steichen has had in his tenure here in Indianapolis, it never goes well. It never goes well. I mean, it just doesn't.
No.
Wow, the Titans just beat the Cleveland Browns. Really? I knew it. I knew it was coming. I think I called it earlier in the week. The Colts just went for an onside kick, and it looks like the Jags. The Jags did pick it up, which is sad because the guy that touched it first for the Jags dropped it and fumbled it, and the Colts couldn't fall on it. Go figure.
Yep.
And then next week you have the Colts at the Seahawks at 4:25.
I'll be sure to be doing something else. Just kidding. Honestly, though, it's tempting, man. Oh. Well, Derek, I'm sorry. It's been a rough weekend for you. It's been a rough football weekend.
Wow. So Notre Dame declines to play in their bowl game after missing the college football playoff.
I'm still shocked they missed it.
Well, you know what? You shouldn't have lost to Miami week 1.
I know.
You shouldn't have lost to Miami week 1.
But there are teams that should not be in there over Notre Dame.
I'm not saying that Tulane and James Madison deserve to be in. I'm not insinuating that, but that's how the playoff bracket it goes. People, as JT Tuimoloau tackles ETN for a 5-yard loss. But yeah, I mean, it's they shouldn't have lost in the games that they did.
Yeah.
Fellas, we appreciate y'all. Will they fire Ballard and Steichen? And will they trade Buckner, MPJ, and Kenny Moore? I don't know what they need to do, man, but they need to do something. I can't keep dealing with this mediocre shit.
I'm going to be honest, Derek. There's very few players on this roster that I think are completely untouchable.
Yeah, honestly. I don't think there is anyone on this team that's untouchable at this point.
Yeah.
The only player in the only position that is untouchable on a football team that when they're good is the quarterback. That's it.
Yeah.
And we don't have that right now. So
yeah.
I mean, Derek, what do you expect on this to be traded?
What do you expect when you have losers at the top? Like, what do you expect? Honestly, Ballard has proven to be a loser every single year, and it's just another year, same story.
And Cam Little's kick is good, and that makes the lead 36-13.
Okay, Tyler, I'm not talking. I'm going to say like guys within their rookie contract in the first couple of years, like especially this rookie class. Like, okay, yeah, no, they're not. We're not trading them, but some of these guys potentially like that you would view as cornerstone pieces. I don't think there's necessarily any one of them who have substantial contracts that are untouchable.
If Cincinnati can somehow find a way to win, I don't think they will, but the only way the Colts aren't still in the playoff picture is if the only way the Colts remain in the playoff picture is if Houston loses this game.
Yeah.
Sunday night. So
Derek, I just got to say, if the Colts care about accountability, changes will be made. If they care about winning and care about the fan base, changes will be made. Now, I don't know if they do. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you remember how angry I was that the Colts retained Chris Ballard. You remember that.
Oh, yeah. I think a lot of us were.
Yeah. But, like, honestly, realistically, Derek, who are guys you don't want to see in a Colt uniform next year? Like, I'm curious. People who are playing significant roles right now, who are guys you don't want to see with the Colts next year? Do you have anybody?
I don't know, dude. I don't even know. I just, if we had a freaking quarterback, then we would freaking be so much better. This team would be a playoff team if we had an actual decent quarterback.
I don't know, man. The defense has been rough today.
And I mean, and as far as like the defense goes, like every one of our decent players is older. They're all older. They're all older. They need to be gone.
They need to go somewhere, yeah.
Nice catch there, an incomplete pass intended for Warren. Be 3rd down and 1. As a 20-year Colts fan, I'm hurt, y'all. Been fan for a little bit longer than that, and
yeah,
I mean, this is just bad.
It's rough, man. But I mean, Derek, in every game though, the Colts have been in with Daniel Jones this year. So it's like I understand though, like elite quarterbacks, that's what matters. I mean, it is like, and the Colts have not had an elite quarterback since 2019 or 2018, I guess technically.
Yep.
So I don't know, man. It's kind of just this weird, like, where do we go from here for the next couple of years? That's my question.
First down. I don't know. I don't know where we go, dude. I don't know where we go. But I mean, but this team is terrible right now. This team is playing terribly.
I mean, this literally reminds me of that 2021 season at the end of the year where the Colts were like, everybody's like, they're a playoff team.
Not
And then they just
even
crap
then.
the bed.
Not even then. We were a better team right then than we are right now. This is reminiscent of what happened to Jacksonville 2 years ago.
Yeah.
When Jacksonville was 8-3 and lost 6 straight games to get kicked out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I mean, they did a hard reset. They did a hard reset on their team.
And look
They
where they're
didn't
at
get
now.
rid of their quarterback or their like key cornerstone guys, but they went and got new coach, new management, all that stuff. Is Daniel Jones out for the season? Well, we don't know yet, but
I'm pretty sure they've said it's a
feeling
tear.
is that he will be.
It's very, very likely. And the problem is, Derek, like you can't even turn to Anthony Richardson because the dude injured himself again. It's just crazy. Like, can't even turn to him.
Yep. Colts moving down the field here, but obviously Jacksonville is just not really doing much now.
Yeah. How much longer we got in this game?
2 minutes and 45 seconds.
It's been the longest fourth quarter in existence.
And Pittman with another first down catch. Just so stupid, man. Colts are always getting injured. Always getting injured.
Just unfortunate.
And Leonard throws that one away. And it is pouring in Jacksonville right now.
Is it really? Oh, man.
Oh, it's pouring. Yeah. I agree, Tagster. Steichen can just skip the press conference. No one really cares. Yep. Honestly, if there's one wide receiver on this team that you should keep, it's Pittman for sure. And that is was that a catch by AP or did he get the feet out?
And Pierce, of course. Yeah, AP's a freaking beast.
Yeah, let's see. Let's see if that was a catch. Pierce looks like he was. Oh, that might have been a catch, but Pierce a little slow to get up at the end of that. I think he got both feet in. It looks like a touchdown. Let's see.
I hope so. I love him. I love him.
By AP.
Heck yeah. That's good for me for fantasy
I
purposes.
lost that at the end there. Never mind. They're saying he's fine. They are checking on him though on the bench right now. Wondering
Did he
if
catch?
I'm wondering if he might have concussed himself.
Is that a touchdown though?
That they're marking it as a touchdown.
Okay. Well, good.
We'll see if they change it, but but nope, never mind. They took it off.
They took it off?
Yep, they had it on the board and then
they can't
just
help
took it
themselves.
out of nowhere.
They just can't help themselves, can they?
Nope. Because I don't think Pierce fully came through with it all the way. When he hit the ground and his head hit the ground, he got wide-eyed, and I think he might have gotten concussed potentially.
Ugh, of course.
We'll have to see. He looks fine on the bench, but if he did get concussed, that would be his second concussion of the year. I mean, he catches it through the contact, and then once he hits the ground, the ball kind of bobbles, and they called it an incomplete pass. He did not maintain control through the entirety of the catch.
Dang.
I really don't want to do round table this week, man. I really cannot. I really cannot. I already am pissed off enough at my own team. Then I have to listen to those assholes talk about my team too and taking personal shots at me. Like I don't need that.
I
I already
understand.
have an issue. Downs get the gain of 12 for a first down. That's going to take it to the 2-minute warning.
Oh. Well, maybe you get a touchdown.
That was an incomplete pass. I hate to tell you, but that was an incomplete pass.
Dang.
As much as I would have liked for it to be a catch, that was an incomplete pass. Kyler Murray will be our QB next year.
Now let's go get Mac Jones, Derek, at this point. Just keep the crap going.
Honestly.
Like, what else do we have to lose at this point? Kyle.
Wonder if Ruben is still watching or not.
Probably.
I don't know what we do, man. I don't know what the Colts need to do, man. I'm just sick and tired of these 8-0 seasons.
I know.
I'm just sick and tired of. I'm just tired of like not having competent years. You had a 7-9 year after Luck retired. Then you got Phillip Rivers and you went 10-6. And then, you know, you made it to the playoffs, but you just you lose in the first round. And then the next year you get Carson Wentz and you had a 90% chance of making the playoffs if you beat two of the worst teams in football that year in the final 2 weeks and you don't win it. And so you go 8-9, and then you go 4-13 the next year. And then you go 9-8 the first year with Steichen. Then you go 8-9 last year. And right now you're 8-5, having lost 4 of your last 5. And there's a possibility you might not win another game the rest of the year, and you could go 8-9 again. Like, it'd be one thing, Cody, if we said that, like, oh, the Colts have won 9, 10, 11, 12 games over the last several years. And then you'd be like, oh, okay, well, we had our best corner injured, our best defensive lineman injured, our best quarterback injured. All these things keep happening. And you go 8-9 one year and you're like, okay, yeah, I can understand it. The injuries just killed you. Like, it is what it is. But this is the same outcome that we've expected for years and years and years. I mean, it's not like it's changed any.
No.
And what would have been a touchdown for Warren, but Leonard threw it behind him and it's broken up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, Alex. Like, but again, like, it's not Ballard's fault and Riley Leonard runs it in for a touchdown. But it's not Ballard's fault that Daniel Jones got injured just now. He made that trade under the assumption that we were a 7-2 football team. And Daniel Jones had looked really good up to that point. And you made that trade to improve your defense. And then all of a sudden, all the madness started happening. Like, that's Ballard could have never knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I mean, he can't help that an injury happens after he makes a big-time trade to try to help take this team to the promised land. Like, he can't help that. But the fact that everything is happening the way that it is right now and we're still having the same result, that is partially his fault.
So it's weird because it's like this year I wouldn't necessarily blame it on Ballard because I think he's given the Colts enough to win. Like I do think he's given them enough to win, but it's kind of like, but years past it has been Chris Ballard because he hasn't done that. And now it's like Shane Steichen, but the two are tied together and they haven't won. So that's kind of the issue is like, yeah, it's been more of Steichen as of recent for sure. And everything. And obviously, like you said, the injuries certainly don't help, but it's just got to be what it is, right? It's got to be what it is. They're together. I mean, their success or lack thereof, they're tied together in that way. And that's just what it's got to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I didn't mind the trade at first because of that, Derek, because you're like, okay, like you're at least going to probably be a playoff team, you thought. But yeah, it's been like, it's been really rough.
And you know what? If you want to feel like the Colts making that trade for Sauce Gardner was a mistake, then you can. I mean, and that's perfectly fine if you want to feel that way. But I mean, again, we can't help the fact that he got injured. But I mean, at the end of the day, you're right. It is tied together. And Super Pony with the $5 super chat again says the same thing. It has been more Shane's fault lately than Ballard, but Ballard hires the coaches.
Right.
You can't forget about that. He also hired McDaniels and Frank. Yeah, like how many more times are we going to hire coaches that can't coach and get us out of the purgatory? And we have to remember also that Ballard is responsible for getting these quarterbacks. You know, like how much longer is it going to take for that to work out, right? So
there's just so much, yeah.
So Indianapolis is 8-5 now. They are the last seed in the wild card. And if Houston wins tonight, then the Colts will be the 8th seed and will officially be out of the playoff picture as it stands. Now, if Houston loses, then the Colts will stay in the playoff picture and be 8-5 and be the 7th seed for one more week. But yeah, needless to say, I commend Riley Leonard for doing what he tried to do today. I mean, all things considered, Riley Leonard did not play terribly, but I mean, obviously this defense was terrible today. And obviously when you don't have your best quarterbacks, your first and second quarterback, it's going to do a lot of damage to you. So, I mean,
yeah,
there you go.
It just
Colts lose again, and the curse continues in Jacksonville. The Colts, once again, have not beaten Jacksonville in Jacksonville since 2012, and that streak will continue again.
Yeah, great. God, I mean, to say I am unsurprised is the biggest understatement of the day. I mean, this is exactly who we thought the Colts were after the last couple of weeks.
Yep.
Just rough. But yeah, I guess we got to get to this recap. I don't know if you have time to do that or not, Derek, but
I don't think that I will, knowing how long our recaps are, and I got to get somewhere.
How much time do you have potentially?
I have less than half an hour.
Oh, we can get it done by then. If we jump on it right now.
Quick then.
Let's make it quick.
All right, hop out and make a room, and I'll hop in there in a second.
Okay.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for this one again, guys. This stream was presented by FanDuel. Shout out to them. Thank you guys again so much for the support. Greatly appreciated. How the rest of the season is going to go for the Colts, I don't know, but we'll see. But thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate the support. And as always, go Colts.